Yo, what's up, guys? Dante here. Today I'm back with another weekly college football update. Actually, in 1 minute, it'll be 12 o'clock. It'll officially be week 13 in the college football world. For most teams, this will be the last week. Other than next week, we will have the Army Navy game. I might, what is that? If I have time, I might react. I might do a live reaction to that. Um, I think that'd be fun. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So every week, I follow three schools: Colorado, Maryland, and Notre Dame. We're going to start with Colorado because they have the first game of the day, 3 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain. Colorado takes on Utah in Utah. Uh, this is this is this won't even be close. I'll say that now. I think this team has given up the way they played last week against um, Washington State. Yeah, man, it's they folded. I'm very interested to see how they'll play, knowing they'll have nothing to play for. They're just playing for pride. Hopefully, they pull it together. They actually dig deep, play with some pride, some passion. They play smart, disciplined, tough, fast, with character, and maybe they can pull off the upset. I don't know. Who knows? It's been a down year for Utah. But we all know about Cam Rising. He's going to come back for year number 7 in college. That's ridiculous. That just seems to be a trend nowadays. All these guys, especially these quarterbacks, staying 5, 6, 7 years. Back in my day, and it makes me sound really old, but back in my day, college was like 4 years. Maybe if you got a medical red shirt, you played 5. And then like super seniors was like 6, but now we got guys going into like 7 years of college. I'm like, geez, that's ridiculous. COVID really extended a lot of these guys' college careers. So all this is this last 5 stuff is meaningless. Um, we've looked at the way they've been playing. Now they did get blown out by Arizona. Arizona's actually been pretty good this year. They lost a close one to Washington. They beat up on Arizona State. Big loss to Oregon, and they beat USC barely. So Utah's been like right there in the middle. Colorado's at the bottom. They will stay at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get this in real quick. They have Utah by 20.5. I would take the spread. I think Utah will win it in a emphatic fashion. I think, especially the way they got manhandled last week against Arizona. I think they'll come out with a vengeance. They'll come out for home. They'll come out in front of their home crowd. It'll be senior day for them. I think they'll put up some big numbers and they'll go out on top the way they should. The over under is 46.5. I would also take that. I'll take the over. And yeah, my final score will be Utah 50, Colorado 28. Um, I do think Colorado will, like I said, I hope they will. They'll go in there, they'll show some pride and some heart. They won't be able to keep up with them, but I think they'll score some points to make it a respectable score. I don't think they'll go out and pull like they did against Washington State last week and get beat by 40, was it 42 points or something like that. I don't see that happening 2 weeks in a row. Next up, we got Maryland at Rutgers, 3:30 Eastern Time in New Jersey. Both of these teams are officially bowl eligible now. So once again, this is another game, pretty much just for pride. See who can stay out of that 500 bubble. Let's see. So Rutgers lost to Penn State, and they got shut out by Iowa, and then they got somewhat blasted by Ohio State the last three. And then they played Indiana and Washington State, who were both bad, and they beat up on. So Rutgers has been they've been on the upward coming this year. They're a very surprising team. Um, I'm happy for them, good for them that they're actually bowl eligible. It's been a while since they've been bowl eligible. Um, we're talking about, I think that I can remember probably the Ray Rice years was probably the last time they have been bowl eligible and been competitive. But I mean, yeah, I remember back in them days, that was before they transferred to the Big Ten. I think that's when they were still in the Big East when they had Ray Rice. Maryland, we all know what happened last week against Michigan. Again, they had multiple chances to win, but just too many self-inflicted wounds. They barely squeaked out against Nebraska just to end the losing streak. The week before that, they got blasted by Penn State, and Northwestern and Illinois were two games that we should have won. It's been somewhat of a disappointing season. We are bowl eligible, but the way we kind of backdoor our way into the 6-5. So I think, especially since we lost our senior night last week, I think they'll come out there, they'll handle business, they'll spoil Rutgers senior day. And I got Maryland with the dub. Real quick, they have Maryland. The spread is 2 points. I will take that spread. Over under is 44.5. I would take the over on that one. My final score is Maryland 27, Rutgers 24. I got Maryland bouncing back, getting to 7-5, and staying out of that 500 bubble. Final game. Notre Dame travels to California to play at Stanford, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So that's 4 p.m. Pacific time. Last week was a huge win against Wake. I did not see that coming. I thought they were going to kind of be lackadaisical, kind of wishy-washy with them, especially what happened with them against Clemson. That was just, I don't know what, like I said, I still to this day do not understand. I guess we caught them at the wrong time because Clemson's won like the last few games since they beat Notre Dame. So they're getting better. We beat up on Pitt, beat up on USC, and then we had our letdown against Louisville. I think that was after Duke, which was a game that we almost lost as well. And then before Duke, it was Ohio State, a game we actually lost, a game we should have won. So it's been another so-so season in terms of Notre Dame Stanford. I mean, in terms of Notre Dame's standards, excuse me. Honestly, we should be 10-1 if we're being real. Stanford is coming off a loss to Cal and a drudging by Oregon State. They did squeak by Washington State, and they kept it close against Washington. Very surprising. And the week before that, they took on UCLA and got blasted. So, like I said, we all know that Stanford, I mean, if they get a chance to, if they can get it rolling, they can play a little bit of offense. But their record is, you are what your record is. They're 3-8. So, I mean, they showed out in that Colorado game, but, since then they've been kind of, they've been who we thought they were. So I don't see this being close at all. I got Notre Dame with the dub. Real quick, Notre Dame, the spread is 25.5. Believe it or not, I will not take the spread. I think they'll win, but I don't think the margin it'll be just around 25. The over-under is 49.5. I will take the over. My final score would be 42 Notre Dame, 17 Stanford. I got Notre Dame ending on a high note, going into bowl season at 9-3, and Stanford will be, I guess, looking at the standings. They'll most likely finish second to last in the Pac-12, the final season of the Pac-12. So it's it's going to be bittersweet for Stanford and Colorado in their final seasons in the Pac-12. But hey, it is what it is. They got scheduled who they got scheduled, and unfortunately, those teams won't win. So it is what it is. So as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And happy Thanksgiving, happy late Thanksgiving to everyone that celebrates it. And I hope you enjoy your Saturdays. Enjoy the final regular season of college football. All right, peace, y'all.